A new designer medication called Synchronic is connected to a series of horrific fatalities and incoherent victims that Steve, a womanizing paramedic in New Orleans, and his loyal family man partner Dennis must deal with. Testing after Steve was inadvertently poked by a tainted syringe during a call reveals an aggressive malignancy in his underdeveloped pineal gland in addition to a potential infection. Steve follows the drug's inventor out of a desire to learn the truth about Synchronic. He finds out that it causes users to travel backward in time by distorting the pineal gland's sense of time. While adults only exist as ghostly relics from the past, children travel in real time. Meanwhile, the disappearance of Dennis's teenage daughter, Brianna, rocks his world. His marriage breaks out due to stress, and he makes the terrible error of misjudging Steve, mistaking his usage of painkillers and deteriorating health for drug addiction. They start fighting as a result of their disagreement. Steve tries out Synchronic, driven by his diagnosis and his desire to find Brianna. He sees the past of Louisiana, narrowly avoiding incidents with the Ku Klux Klan and a conquistador that could have been fatal. With the help of his dog, Hawking, he finds that the year of destination is determined by the place of pill ingestion. However, in a tragic turn of events, Hawking becomes lost in the 1920s and is unable to find Steve. Physical contact with objects can anchor someone in a certain period, according to Steve's deduction. He finds ancient tribesmen in the park where Brianna vanished, but he also discovers that she might have just strolled out before taking Synchronic. After making amends with Dennis, Steve tells him he has cancer. They examine Steve's time travel movie and head to the cemetery where Steve's family is buried, where they are joined by their coworker Tom. They then set out to return to that fatal night in the park. After much searching, Steve eventually finds a terrified Brianna in the pandemonium of the War of 1812. When a robber approaches them, thinking Steve is a fugitive slave, Steve offers himself as a distraction so Brianna can take his final prescription and go back in time. Once the looter is murdered by a landmine and Steve is critically injured, he carves the phrase ALLWAYS on a boulder. By doing this, he presents himself as the creator of the enigmatic symbol that may be found there today. With Brianna safely back in Dennis' arms, Steve's ghostly apparition remains. With a deep appreciation for the interconnection of time and a sense of emotional closure, Steve says a tranquil farewell to his trip.